The Joe Rogan Experience.
This fight, man. Holy shit. This fight's crazy. Here we go, baby. Jamie, give me a little volume since I don't have headphones on. I'm going to hear a little of this.
The great Bruce Buffer.
I can't wear headphones with this beautiful kangaroo meat hat. I don't know what this is made out of. Is this made out of kangaroo? Does it say? He told me. I forgot.
What do you think, like, the most, like, demonic or haunted relic you have in here is? Like, I feel like so much of this crazy stuff's probably from some hidden temple or something, right?
That's a good question. What's the most haunted shit we have in here?
Mitzi's picture, Brody's picture.
Brody's picture might be the most haunted.
Something on here that's weird.
Yeah, I would say.
It's part of an Aztec empire.
The energy of those.
Stonehenge, dinosaur food.
Who gave us that again?
Good question.
The energy from those things.
Or Mitzi's?
No,
The horns.
The
horns.
elves?
Yeah.
The horns have a weird energy.
That's dinner. That's great energy. That thing gives me good
They always
energy.
give you
I love
energy.
those things.
Did you eat that
I ate
animal?
the fuck out of that one. That one's already eaten. I shot that elk 2.5, 3 years ago, whatever it was. Yeah, I ate him.
Wow.
I ate his liver. I ate his heart. I ate everything.
How big was he?
Just a big elk.
You
A
remember
big
the weight?
animal. Took me like a year to eat him.
Damn.
I had elk and eggs this morning for breakfast.
That's great.
Bro, if they do like an analysis of my DNA, they'd be like, what in the fuck? This dude's 90% deer meat.
Is that all you eat now? Deer meat?
I eat a lot of it, man. I'll cook a big elk roast
It's so good.
every week, and then I'll eat it for breakfast. I'll slice it up. I'll put hot sauce on it. I'll eat it
I
cold.
see it. The jalapenos.
I'll eat it.
You get a Traeger yet, Joey Diaz?
What?
A Traeger grill, a smoker?
No. I
I'm
don't
telling
cook,
you,
Joe.
dude.
I
Yeah.
don't cook.
You don't
Okay.
cook?
You would if you had this mamma
They're
jamma.
great.
I'm
I don't
telling
like
you.
looking at food raw, bro.
You don't like looking at food raw?
If you look at me, you're like, Joey is a great cook. I could sit with you and tell you how they do it at a certain restaurant because I've hung out in the kitchen. But as far as me looking at a raw chicken and touching it, all that shit,
Really?
No,
Man, I
no.
could picture you over a grill. You'd get
No,
casted
don't
for
like
every
it no
character
more.
that stands over
I
a
like
grill.
that. I used to make chicken a la coco
Yeah.
when I was a kid, which was chicken cutlets, like with onions and garlic and stuff.
Usman just walked all the way across the cage and stood right in front of Masvidal as they said his name.
This is going to be crazy.
This is very interesting. Very interesting. Because this is the biggest, strongest guy that Masvidal has ever fought at welterweight.
Look how loose he
Till's
is.
a pretty big guy at welterweight too, but physically, Kamaru is a different animal. I mean, he's a national champion wrestler and just a spectacular physical specimen. Look at this. Low kick right away from Masvidal. Another low kick, and he clicked him with a left hook. Oh, inside low kick. Masvidal took him down. Or excuse me, Kamaru took him down. Masvidal's a very good wrestler, though. He's real sneaky. Very sneaky with his grappling.
It's interesting that it's down this fast.
Yeah, it is interesting, but he's kind of holding on. Let's see what he's able to do. You just fart?
No,
What happened?
that was the chair.
But I was going to say is that, you know, he fought at lightweight most of his career. Masvidal did. And Usman is much bigger. I mean, he's an enormous lightweight. He's about as big as a lightweight can, enormous welterweight. He's about as big as a welterweight can get.
And the only guy to beat Usman was a lot taller than him, right? Isn't that
No,
what he
Usman
said?
got caught in, I think it was his first pro fight. He got caught with a rear naked choke.
Yeah.
and he got tapped. But I don't think it had anything to do with someone being bigger. He just didn't understand jiu-jitsu then.
Yeah.
He's out. He's up. Interesting.
Not much damage at all. From
Nothing. Very little happened there. But now on the feet, I give a big advantage to Masvidal, especially when it comes to
wow.
Especially when it comes to combinations. He lands wild combinations. Inside low kick again. Bro, if Masvidal wins this fight, he's a goddamn superstar.
Yeah.
Oh, nice knee to the body. Oh, shit, he hurt him. He hurt him with that knee. Oh, and it kicked him in the body. Ooh.
What did you say in Cuban a second ago?
The thing about this fight is that Masvidal was training for a fight on July 11th, but then the negotiations didn't go well, and then they gave it to Gilbert Burns because Gilbert Burns was willing to take a different deal that Masvidal wouldn't take. But he was still training. Now, he says he was ready anyway because he thought that one of these guys was going to fall out. Because a lot of times guys do fall out. Guys get injured all the time. I would say it's like 40% of the time. In these big fights, some shit happens and things fall apart. I mean,
Dustin Poirier said he's been training all along.
Yeah, he does. It's smart, man. It's smart. Look at Khabib and Tony Ferguson have never happened. Every fucking time they're supposed to happen, it doesn't happen. That fight's been canceled 5 times. So when you're at this level, it's a smart move. If they're negotiating with you for a fight on July 11th, just keep training, man, even if the negotiations fall apart. Because if you do get that call 6 days out and you are in shape, but the question is, like, is Masvidal? I mean, we don't know. We don't know how much he was training. We don't know what he did do. Oh, big shot by Usman.
Little blood over Masvidal's eyebrow.
Oh, see what I'm saying? He's sneaky. He sets stuff up. He does like some crafty veteran shit in there. See, like he'll rush you and hit you with shots coming in. Look how Usman's those calm and steady, calm and steady. That's how he was with Colby too, calm and steady. Just kept that pressure on. Didn't really throw 100% heat until he knew he had him hurt. He just stays calm and steady. He'll stab you in the stomach a lot with those front kicks too. But see, Jorge is catching him with these combinations, man. Oh, this is not good for Usman. Oh!
Shit.
Masvidal's just too clever and fast with his hands. He's got to get away from that cage. Hit him with the right hand. Oh. Big shots to the body by Usman. Whew.
The wild thing about Masvidal is he basically outboxed Nate Diaz, who...
Oh, he beat the shit out of Nate Diaz, man.
Who
beat the shit out of him. That was
outboxed Conor McGregor, who won rounds against, or round at least, against Mayweather.
Well, they were talking about setting up Masvidal and Conor McGregor, and Dana White was like, "Get the fuck out of here." It's like, I'm not having that fight. That is not happening. That is not. And they were also talking about setting him up with Usman, and again, Dana White was like, "Get the fuck out of here." Because they were talking about it right after he knocked out Cowboy. When Conor knocked out Cowboy, he's like, I fucking love myself at 170. I'm fucking strong. I feel great, Joe.
That's much better than my Jimmy Schubert.
I can do all these things. I can do all these things at 170. Look at this. Boom. Oh, big right hand there by Usman on the break. Bink! Look at that right hand. Ooh! And the left hook on the break. And again, chopping at that leg. That low calf kick. You know what's interesting? Masvidal stands dead straight. Like you watch how he stands up. He doesn't look like he's avoiding a takedown at all. Look at that takedown.
Deep single leg got out of it. Wow.
I know, way high too.
That's
stretched him out.
hard to do.
Oh, look at this. He's deciding, he must have got some good coaching in the corner, and they're like, hey, listen, fuck all this boxing. You're the best wrestler in this division.
Yeah.
Get a hold, there you go. Get a hold of this guy, drag him to the fucking ground and maul him. That's what you do. Because he's getting hit too many times. And he's only human. As tough as Usman is, a guy like Masvidal clips you a few times. That little video game power bar just keeps dropping. Kind of impressive. What I was going to say about Masvidal is that he stands straight up. He doesn't like have, it doesn't look like he's trying at all to stop takedowns. It looks like he's in a kickboxing fight. He's like got perfect upright posture, but his balance is so good and his takedown defense is so good, he usually can avoid them.
It's a weird position they're in. He's got wrist control. He's taking a lot of foot stomps.
Yeah, those are weird, man. I mean, if someone does them perfectly. Whoa, nice elbow there.
Wow.
Someone does it perfectly, you can damage someone's foot, but it's oftentimes it's just annoying.
Yeah, it seems like those would really hurt.
That was a good left hand in the body by Usman. He's digging into the liver with that.
I guess in the new video game you could do like Florida backyard octagon. I think
Oh,
I
yeah,
saw.
like where
Yeah.
Masvidal and Kimbo Slice used to fight?
Yep. Does it look like Masvidal has like white stuff on his face? Am I the only one seeing that on the
White
close-ups?
stuff on his face? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
it looks like he has like he's like losing color in his face or something.
What? What are you talking about?
You see that? Like how it looks like he sort of has like a suntan lotion on or something?
It's not the petroleum
Contrast?
put on
He's just
the 2
sweating.
rounds.
Yeah, maybe it's just the contrast on the TV or something.
I think it's just sweating in a fight. He's got to get away from the fucking cage.
Boy, it's tough when this poor guy's leaning on you.
Oh, I understand.
Well, Usman definitely just doesn't want to.
Well, he's just being smart.
yeah.
His strength is in his grappling and his physical size and power. And the more he does this to Masvidal and the way he's digging into the body, the more he does this, the more it's going to take away from Masvidal's ability to explode on him.
What does Masvidal need to do here? Big step to the left and push with
Well,
the left arm?
He's definitely got to get his back away from the cage, for sure. He's got to try to turn him. He's got to escape. He's got to somehow or another get out of this clinch. But it's like, how much energy is it going to take to do that? And if he does do that, will Usman be able to put him right back on there? But he's got to do something or he's losing this round. I mean, he's only got 55 seconds to go, right? Oh, and he keeps shoulder checking him. I mean, Masvidal's smiling, but he's for sure giving up this round. Oh, good left hand by Usman.
Masvidal still has a full gas tank right now.
Oh, nice inside low kick. Oh, shit.
Get out of that
shit.
corner. There
Got
you
him.
go, Masvidal.
That's why Usman
why he's
wanted to
holding
do
on
that.
to him, yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, nice low kick. Damn, they didn't catch that one on camera. They had a mid-body camera shot. But that was a nice low kick.
Yeah, Masvidal. Big control of
Aye.
the stand-up.
Aye.
What does that mean?
Means good.
Oh.
Good things are happening, Tony. Fucking white people, am I right, Joey?
What am I going to do? You know what I'm saying?
You
I can't.
Cubans, you talk a whole different language.
I'm over here with a Crocodile Dundee hat on.
Yeah, it was the contrast, by the way. There's no.
Yeah, he looks beautiful.
Yeah.
He's got perfect skin.
He's telling them, don't let him hold on to you.
Oh yeah, you can translate this.
Breathe through your nose. Breathe.
They must have listened to my podcast with James Nestor. He's got a lot of gook over his left eye. Look at that shit. They should wipe that off.
That's all Yo Romero's shit.
That goop is, it'll get into his eyeball, though. I think it's just Vaseline, but... In boxing, they actually use adrenaline to stop cuts, to stop bleeding, which is interesting. I wonder how that even works.
Like it's a cream?
I think it's like an ointment, like an adrenaline ointment that they use to stop the bleeding. I've never asked a doctor about it, but I know that I've heard commentators talk about it, how they use adrenaline.
Have you ever interviewed Tyson Fury?
Yes. He's awesome.
Any chance he got to use the kick machine?
No, he didn't use the kick machine.
I'd love to know what he'd score on that if he tried.
From a punch?
Because if that dude could kick, if he could land a kick with his punching and just brains.
Well, Ngannou punches almost as hard as I kick. Like when you look at the meter, like what it registers, he has the hardest registered punch on that thing. And for a while, I had the hardest registered kick.
Wow.
But some other dude bested me.
Damn.
I fucked my knee
So
up
you
doing
can
that.
kick as hard as Nagano can punch or harder?
Yeah, I kick harder than he
Holy
punches.
shit.
Yeah, but it's a
Yeah.
leg, dude.
Yeah. Right.
It's a
I
big
get
difference.
it. But that's still pretty cool thing to think.
But I was doing it with Joe Schilling, and oh shit, nice inside low kick. Oh shit, they're getting after it here. Oh! Third round here. Things are heating up. Anyway, I tore my meniscus doing it like an idiot. Me and Joe Schilling were doing it. I had my pants on, no warm-up. 52 years old, full blast kicking this pad like an idiot. And then the next day, my meniscus was really sore. I got an MRI. I have a little tear in there now. I've been working on it ever since, trying to fix it.
That stretching's important.
It's not even stretching. It's getting everything
Right.
warmed up.
But like,
Stretching is okay, but really what's important is getting heat in your muscles. It's sweating. Did he take one in the nuts there? What happened? This is nice. He's going to take a little break here for Jorge. What did he do here? I'm confused. I didn't see that replay. Did you?
yeah, it didn't look like a low blow there. Maybe it was a different shot.
I didn't see the replay at all.
The replay looked above the groin, but I think they may have shown
They're telling
a
him he has the time.
punch after that.
Was Usman talking to him?
I don't think so.
Look at Usman.
He's ready.
Let me see this.
Whoa, what's that? That's the part that was weird.
He cupped his nuts.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that was it. It wasn't the punch, because that's when he reacts on the other angle.
It's like
I'm
give him a little
serious.
nut cup.
It's like, you're gonna let him squeeze my junk like that? Who's your favorite referee, Joe Rogan?
Herb Dean.
Yeah.
I think Herb Dean's the best. But there's a lot of guys that are really good. There's that level, that Herb Dean level. Now, especially now that Big John McCarthy's retired. But there's a lot of really good guys. When I see Herb Dean, I feel safe. I'm like, Herb's not going to fuck this up.
So weird how quiet it is in there.
Oh, it's weird. Joe, you got to go there live. I wish you could come with me.
I'm watching this. I'm like this just.
I wish you could come with me to one. There's a lot more people in the audience in this one than normal. Wow, look at that. Big takedown for Usman. This is big. This is big. If Usman can get a couple of takedowns like this, that's big. And here he is inside control.
Wow.
Big striking advantage for Usman. Look at that. 144 total strikes versus 89.
Here we go.
Look at that.
Get up.
Nope. Controlled him. Oh, big elbow by Usman. This is the first fight where Usman's working with Trevor Whitman, too. He's down in Denver with Justin Gaethje, and that's where Rose Namajunas is training, too. Shout out to Pat Barry. Oh, look at that.
They all train in Denver?
Yeah.
Is there an advantage?
Big round for Usman.
Is there a big advantage with that altitude?
That's a good question because some people say yes and some people say no. Some people say you're better off training at sea level because at sea level you could put in more work because there's more air. And really what the altitude is for recovery. So you should sleep at altitude but train at sea level. That's what a lot of people think. That's what the current cutting edge science seems to indicate. So they think that maybe the best thing to do is to train at sea level and then sleep in an oxygen tent.
My best sleeping ever was when I lived in Snowmass Village.
Yeah?
That's when that waking up in the middle of the night shit ended in my life. I would leave the window open 2 inches.
Oh, you get that cool air.
And by 2 in the morning,
have you stayed?
It's crazy.
Have you stayed in a hotel since the lockdown?
No.
We stayed when we were in Houston.
There was nobody there.
Nobody there, Joey. You can't find sleep like this in Los Angeles. There will be a helicopter at some point within 6 hours. I mean, I didn't realize until I woke up. I didn't hear a peep for 8-10 hours. Something crazy.
Championship round.
There's nobody in the hotel, so it's.
Oh!
You're on the 12th floor
Look
of
how
an
he just
empty
drops
hotel.
down and grabs that leg. Dude, undeniable. Undeniable wrestling and strength. Look at this. Masvidal fought it off. Ooh. Oh. It's so different with no crowd, man. You hear these shots. When you're there live, you hear them breathing. It's crazy.
It's wild because even when it's packed arenas, when it's packed arenas, you can hear so much. So I can't even imagine what it's like.
It's amazing.
When it's empty.
I got to be honest, I kind of like it better. There's something about the undeniable energy of a big crowd that's pretty amazing, too. It's not like it's bad, but there's something extra special about being able to watch these fights with no audience when you're there live because, first of all, you feel so fortunate. You're like, man, I can't believe I'm here watching Tyron Woodley and Gilbert Burns live, no audience. There's not that many people got to see that fight live. See, Masvidal's, he's just fighting off these takedowns all the time now. Man, Jorge is just having a hard time with this wrestling. And here we are in the fourth.
It's just got him covered.
I wonder what, if anything, would have been different if he did have a full training camp for this. Because Usman just looks sensational. He's saying something.
It's 9:30 in the morning there right now.
In Yas Island?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Is it really? That's kind of crazy. So when was the first fight?
I can't imagine them ever trying for that schedule, though. To them, it's got to still be.
So the first fight was like, what, 6 hours ago?
Yeah.
So they started fighting at 3:30 in the morning? Oh.
They did that once, and we had to do that
Jorge
once
caught
in
him. Jorge caught him with a big shot.
the one we were at in Sweden.
Dude.
Vamos, vamos, vamos.
Oh. Usman letting him stand.
Yeah, he's trying to lure him into something. See, he does these rushes. Oh, shit.
Oh. Don't give him that.
Fought off that takedown. Nice. Woo!
Big punch by Usman.
Oh! Damn.
Straight press.
These fights are so, like, these kind of fights are so interesting to me. Because it's like you see a guy who's as strong as Usman, it's such a good wrestler, and figures out how to get a guy up against the cage. And I know for a lot of people this shit's boring because it's not a lot happens, but it's so hard for him to avoid. Like, as a fighting tactic, nice elbow. As a fighting tactic, it just cuts out all the striking, cuts out all the danger, and then Usman completely controls what's happening.
Wow.
I was really interested in seeing Gilbert Burns versus Kamaru, too, because they train together. They know each other's shit.
Wow.
This round's going to be tremendous, guys.
I bet.
This is going to be tremendous.
What do you tell Masvidal right now if you're in his corner?
You got to win by knockout.
You got to knock him out.
You got to find a way to knock him out. Do not let him touch you. Do not let him grab a hold of you. And if he grabs a hold of you, you got to fight for your life. You only have 5 minutes. Just give everything you got for that 5 minutes. But do not let him grab you. Do not let him press you up against cage. Don't resign yourself to that position either. There we go.
All right. Round 5.
It's just that clinch is so hard for Usman to be denied. You know, he's just so good at getting it and then what do? You can't get him off you.
He's had Masvidal on the cage like Khabib keeps people on the ground.
Yeah, but there's a big difference between those two things.
Right.
It's not as good. It's not as good as getting a guy to the ground.
Of
Getting a guy to the
course,
ground
yeah.
like what Khabib does is the most dominant.
Yeah.
But it's like that was Randy Couture's move. He'd get guys up against the cage and beat them up against the cage. They couldn't do shit. Wear you out. Ah, there it is. Usman's on top here. Relentless pressure. Man, there's just there's no substitute for that elite wrestler grappling ability. Those elite wrestlers, when you get to that national champion, world champion level of grappling, those guys like Daniel Cormier, Kamaru, like so many of these like top flight wrestlers, they get a hold of motherfuckers, and it's like that's such a big advantage. This is not good for Masvidal. 3 minutes to go. Stuck underneath here.
What's he doing? Does he have his knee on his neck right now?
Yeah, he's just got his knee. Yeah, Kamaru does, it looks like.
Look at that.
Yeah, it does. It looks like that's his left knee. That's interesting, right?
It's the fucking police move.
See how he's using his toes? You're not allowed to use your toes in the cage, which is so crazy. Masvidal's got to get out of there, man. He's got to figure out a way to get out of there. If he's underneath this for the remainder of the fight, he is not going to win this fucking fight. No chance. But if he can get up and get out of here, anything can happen. 155. Oh, sliding in the mount.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Here's the
shit.
roll.
Come on, stand up. Get a foot under.
It's going to be a lot of energy to try to get up from here, man. Usman's keeping that weight on him. Got that front headlock. And the way he manhandles people, man, he manhandled Tyron Woodley. Which is fucking crazy. What is he doing here? Is he going for an anaconda choke? It's hard to tell here. He might be going for an anaconda choke. I don't think so. Look at his right arm. You can see it.
And with one knee down, Usman can only knee him in the body, right?
Yes. Or the legs. Oh, he's up. He's up.
Come on.
40 seconds.
Let's see some
what
fireworks.
Can you do? He's so tired, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he might not even physically be able to get him away from him at this point. That's why this is so interesting. I know people don't like these positions, but goddamn, it's crazy.
Here we go. 30 seconds left. They're both on their feet. Oh. Seconds.
Well, the winner in still.
Yeah.
For sure, right?
Absolutely.